Hello, welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Bailey, and I am literally, I think, the most excited I have ever been to be reading. I decided I am going to be reading the entirety of the Twilight saga. So the only one that I'm maybe not gonna get to is the secret life of, or the short life of Bree Tanner. Secret, or I think it's secret or short, one of the two. I might, if I'm like wanting more, but as of right now, I am going to read all of them. I'm going to read all of the main books, and then Midnight Sun, TBD. I do have a hold on it, so when it comes available for Libby, I am going to be reading them all on my Kindle. Just because I like my Kindle, because I am still like, I feel like I'm still reading the physical book, but I'm not like holding the brick of the Twilight books, because they are some bricks. I think Breaking Dawn is like 700 and something pages, so that's fun. But I'm so excited. Twilight is like, I don't know, it was my obsession when I was like, when it was like coming out and everything. I was literally obsessed with it. It was my entire personality when I was like 10 years old, and so I'm so excited. I have never read them, and so I'm so excited. I'm just ready to kind of like dive into that world. And the reason I kind of wanted to do this was I've been seeing so many people reading Twilight for the first time, or rereading Twilight since they were like younger, kind of thing. So I'm just like, why not? Why not? If you're just do it if you want to do it. I have all the time, so why not? And yeah, so like I said, I am going to be doing it strictly on my Kindle, but that's just because, one, I don't want to be like lugging around the physical book, and one, I don't have physical books, and I am not going to be like able to just like sit, so it's much easier to just lug around my little Kindle and kind of read that way whenever I have to go like babysit my niece and everything. We're vibing, we're gonna vibe, and I will update you throughout the books, kind of give you my thoughts while I am reading. And as someone who I have seen the movies so many times. I've seen them so many times. They're just like I said, they're just my obsession. Yeah, so I'm excited because books, they're descriptive, and so like I'm gonna be able to like picture all the characters. Let's get into it. And all right, reading update time. I realize I have not spoken to you. So I am currently on chapter 12, about 50% of the way through. I'm just having the best time. Like I said, have seen the movies so many times, so it's fun to kind of like picture everything through that lens, like knowing who the characters are. Not a spoiler at all, but if you have seen the movies, you know what, even if you haven't seen the movies or read the books, the the vampires, the like Cullens, they are like if I, like, I don't know, it's just the way that they were written was exactly how they looked in the movies, or vice versa. Like, the way they were in the movies was exactly the way they looked in the books. It was crazy. It's crazy to think about. And Charlie as well. Like, all of the characters I feel like are pretty, like, I would say, like, accurate from the book to the movie, which love that, always love that. And there are things that have changed. One thing that I really have enjoyed that has, like, not enjoyed like better, but like I have had fun. Bella is like, she's so funny. Like, she's so sarcastic, but also like she's like sarcastic, witty, but like she's also like that awkward kind of girl. So I'm having the best time. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I'm having the best time, to say the least. I am hoping to finish this today. Don't know if that's gonna happen, but I am hoping that I can finish it today or early tomorrow. Having the best time. Gonna continue reading, and like I said, hopefully finish today. I think I can. I think I have enough time today, and I will come back with more reading updates as they come. I'm gonna talk about Jacob really quick. If you know, you know. He's just adorable. He's adorbs. He is adorbs. But yeah, he's like a little baby, and I just want to protect him. But if you know, you know. If you know, you know. That's all I'll say. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but if you know, you know. I'm just having so much fun. That's all I can say. All right, so update, lots and lots of updates. So I finished Twilight yesterday, and then I didn't read anymore because I was babysitting, and then I was just like so tired that I fell asleep. And I just started New Moon today, and I've just been listening to an audiobook that I found for it, and so I am currently on chapter 4, I think. Yeah, chapter 4. Thoughts on Twilight. Amazing. I loved, like, it was different, like, towards the end. Like, there were some differences comparing the movies to the book because that's just what I know. But it is different, but like not like a bad different or anything like that. like I keep saying, because it's so good. I don't know, just I love also how like there's no, like it is YA, but like even I feel like some YAs have like, I want to say spice, and there's none. So I love that personally. Yeah, so I love that. But ultimately, love Twilight. It's perfect. It's wonderful, amazing, great. And yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on that. I don't really have many like original thoughts other than that. And so far on New Moon, there are like pieces that are very similar. I feel like there's only like, I think one thing that like even was remotely different. It's kind of like, you know, she sees, it's not really like much of a spoiler, I guess, but she sees something and then, yeah, it's like all pretty much the same. Pretty much follows the same storyline, which I'm loving that they followed that so like closely, because it was like, because I can like imagine everything in my head, and I'm loving it. Currently, okay, I'm gonna tell a little spoiler, okay? So I'm gonna tell you when to go to, just like small, to avoid the spoiler now. Okay, so I just did, you know, if you've seen the movie, if you know, you know, but it was like where she's like sitting there in the chair and it's like different seasons and stuff like that. So it was like, oops, sorry, October, November. So sorry. Let me show you correctly. It was like October, November, December, oh, and January. I'm like, I love it. I'm loving it. Like that, I think, I know that like, just like the scenes and the movie, like that was so iconic. The baseball scene is so iconic. Yeah, I love the scenes like that. Like it's just like stuff like that you just like don't get anymore, I feel like, you know, and that's just why I love like book to movie adaptations, because you can see that kind of stuff. So yeah. Hello. So long time no update. There's been just a lot happening, and the one time I really want to like focus and read when I usually can, things just go crazy in my life. But we're locking in. We are locking in. I am 67% of the way through. I am currently on chapter 17 at the moment. I just got to that chapter, and I have been audiobooking a lot of this particular book I have. I don't know. I know, like, for me particularly, like me specifically, I mean, it's just like really hard for me to kind of like focus right now. And I love these books. I'm having so much fun reading them. I'm just trying to make sure that I don't get burnt out on reading, because if I do, I think I'll be very sad. But I am, like I said, 67% through. I am finishing it today. I am determined to finish it today. I will audiobook and read whenever I can. Today is my nephew's birthday, my youngest nephew. He is turning 2. And so we have a whole shebang of birthday celebration that we are going to be doing today when my sister gets to my mom's. And yeah, we're just going to have the best day ever. I think we're making him a birthday cake. So I'm going to probably audiobook and help make it. Listen to the audiobook and help bake the cake and decorate and everything, unless we're like yapping. And also I have my Kindle at my mom's, so I will also read it when I can and everything, and then come home and I'm finishing it tonight. I am determined to finish it tonight. And then I really want to start Eclipse, but I don't know if I'll be able to, depending on how late it is when I start it. So we'll see. But like I said, I'm having the best time up until this point. It's just kind of Bella just really struggling with her mental health, and hanging out with Jake. That's about it. Yeah, she's just struggling a lot, and I do think like her struggles are real and everything, so I do kind of like how it's written. I'm just saying, Bella, this season, this book is just, and the series, like in the books, is just so good. It's so good. This book is very, like, I feel bad for her because she's going through a lot. I think she would have really benefited from going to a therapist, but she couldn't go to a therapist because she couldn't talk about it. Okay, but that's just my take on it. Yeah, so that is my thoughts on that, and yeah, like I said, it just makes me happy. So yeah, I'm going to, like I said, lock in and read. I'm gonna audiobook. I'm bringing headphones to my parents while we just are there, and bake and just have a good old time. And yeah, I will update you hopefully tonight. No, it will be tonight because I'm finishing it tonight. We just have like a busy week. So tonight I'm doing this, and today we have my nephew's birthday, and then tomorrow I'm going to go to my friend's, and I'm gonna go to see Florida. I'm so excited. So, and then the next day is kind of back to normal for me. Yeah, so we'll just have like the best time. We're gonna have the best time the next couple days, and also read some Twilight. It's the best days ever, and it's very gloomy outside today, so it's just like, it's like the universe just knew. The universe just knew I needed a little like pick me up and be like, okay girl, read Twilight. So I'm gonna give you the perfect ambiance for the book. So I'm so excited. So I will update you tonight when I finish this book and tell you my thoughts before I start Eclipse. Hopefully I'll be able to actually start Eclipse tonight. Like, at least I want to at least read a few chapters. But we'll see. So I just finished New Moon and it was so good. So good. I do think that is my favorite movie and my favorite book. Um, unreal. Unreal the entire time. Loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Chapter 23, if you know, you know, had me unwell the entire time. And it was just the sweetest thing I think I've ever read. And it's like, okay, this is a YA. This is a YA book. How are you gonna just be spitting this poetry? Beautiful, beautiful. And I am so excited to start Eclipse. I do love Eclipse. I love all of them, obviously. Eclipse is really good. I think my favorites are New Moon, well, Twilight. The first one obviously is just unmatched. New Moon and Breaking Dawn Part 1, because it's just like a little smidge happier than Part 2. But I'm so excited to read both of them. Read the books. I am so pumped to finish this. Like, this just, like, when I finish these books, it like just gives a fire in me, and it's great. It's wonderful. So right now I'm going to start Eclipse audiobook, and then I'm gonna head to my friends, and then we're gonna hang out. So I'm not gonna do much reading today, but I am gonna get at least a good amount. Well, I'm gonna start the book today, and then yeah, I'm just gonna audiobook while I'm driving, because I have about an hour drive to my friend's house, and like probably 20-ish minutes to my parents' house from where I'm at. So yeah, I'm gonna go to my parents, drop my dog off, and then go to my friends. We're gonna have a time, okay? We're gonna have a time. And yeah, I'm having the best time. This is the best decision I think I've ever made. And I do have them for probably, I don't even know how long, like probably a week left-ish. So I do have to hustle to finish these next 2 books, but I am determined to lock in. I still haven't gotten Midnight Sun, so that is a little bit TBD on if I'm going to even be able to read that right now, but I'm definitely focusing on these 4 books. Definitely going to finish them because I have all of them on my Libby, and yeah, so I will keep you updated, and yeah. Hello. So lots of updates. I just finished, well, not just finished, but I did finish Eclipse, and I just started Breaking Dawn. I'm so excited. I am having so much fun reading these books. I still stand on New Moon being my favorite, but you know, I think I remember watching, I think like cinematically, I think Breaking Dawn Part 1 and 2 are just beautiful. They are gorgeous. And Eclipse was like, they just like got better every single movie. And yeah, I'm just like obsessed, and yeah, I'm having so much fun. I think, okay, back to New Moon. It is my favorite, but just for like the action, because it is sad because Bella goes through a lot. But yeah, so Eclipse is just, it's really good. Loved it. It was like, I love reading the books because I've seen the movies. I can like picture it in my head. I was kind of not thinking about reading Midnight Sun or the short second life of Bree Tanner. I do think I'm gonna read those. It has taken me almost 2 weeks to read these, but I'm just taking my time. I don't want to get burnt out, and I'm like trying to have fun, so I'm like
taking it a little bit slow with myself, letting myself kind of read whenever I feel like it, because yeah. And I have been audiobooking a lot. Like I think I audiobooked like essentially all of Eclipse, and I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna give myself a little grace, because just like I read so much. I have consumed so much of these books, and it's kind of insane to me. I think, like, when I see the stack of books, because I am ordering them, I'm gonna order them because if I read all of them, they're gonna be my trophy. They're my trophy. Yeah. So we are, when I see the stack of books that I read and how big they are, I'm gonna like, I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of insane. Do I wish that I like read them? Yes. But I'm still consuming. I am a big, like, I think it's proponent. Like, yeah, we're just gonna go with that. I'm big on audiobooks. That's what I'll say. Big on audiobooks because I still think you're consuming the literature. Yeah. Anyways, that's my little soapbox for the minute. I don't really know, like, I can't really explain anything after Twilight, because everything's just like after everything that happens. But I am happy with the ending of Eclipse because we know someone who was like a big issue in the first one finally is not an issue. So that's good. I did enjoy like the very last chapter of Eclipse. It was, I mean, I love that book. That book was really good. I love all of these. I keep saying that. I love all of them. Yeah. I will be back. Like I said, I just started Breaking Dawn. I don't know if it's, I don't know if it's split into parts. It could be. But TBD. I just started Breaking Dawn. I'm on chapter like 2. I'm on chapter 2. Yeah. It's just so cute. Like I liked Jacob because of Taylor Lautner. But I was an Edward girl. I've always been an Edward girl, and reading these, I'm like, how can anyone ever be a Jacob girl? No offense if you are. No offense if you are. Because, hey, to each their own. Everyone, like, likes people differently and likes different, like, characters and stuff like that. So I'm never going to judge anybody on who they like. I'm trying to think of someone that I like that's, like, controversial. I don't know, but I would never judge. So if you like Jacob, you like Jacob. I personally am an Edward girl. Will always be an Edward girl. And like, oh, the poetry this man spits is insane. Insane. And you know why? I'm coming to think of this. Men written by women. Men written by women are my bread and butter. I'm coming to find that out. So, yeah. Now I'm done with my little soapbox. Really sorry. I'm just blah, 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 blah. So, we'll get back to reading, and then I'll come back and update you a little bit later. Because I really want to finish Breaking Dawn today. Now, is that a big task? Yes. But hopefully I can do it. So we'll be back to update you later. Hello. So I am currently like the tail end of Breaking Dawn right now. I'm on chapter 32. This book just feels so long. It feels so long. I love. I'm loving it, but I do feel like as of right now, like, it could be like at least 100 pages shorter right now. Like, kind of get to the point. It's a lot of telling and not showing anything. It's just lots and lots of explanation, which is necessary, but it's like, okay, we're building, and it's just gonna be, that's how I feel right now. And I'm happy, I'm enjoying it, you know. I love Breaking Dawn. I really do love Breaking Dawn. However, I'm just like, let's move it along. Let's get to the point. We know what's gonna happen. We know what's happening. You know what's happening. Let's move it along. You know what I mean? Yeah, so that's my 2 cents on that. I did order the books and they should be coming today. So I'm very excited. Very excited. So that is that, and we are just gonna get to moving along. I do want to finish this book today, and I would, you know, I always want to like finish the book and then start the next book. I never do that. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that today, at least. Maybe. We'll see. I will get things prepared for said transition to that book, but I'm going to be reading Midnight Sun and the short second life of Bree Tanner, because they're all going to be in this like box set that I got. So it's like, why not read them all if I'm going to be owning them all, kind of thing. And you know, if I do finish this and I'm like, okay, for right now that's good, I do have the other two to read if I wanted to do that, you know what I mean? So that is always an option if I'm really like, okay, I'm done. Yeah, so that's that on that. And then we're just gonna, sorry, my cat is messing with that. We're just gonna do our thing and hopefully finish the book today. At least I want to finish that. I at least want to finish Breaking Dawn today, because not that I am not enjoying it, but it's just kind of like, I'm trying to just get to the point of the book, you know what I mean? And then I already know, I just know that's gonna be like complete and utter letdown. Not because of her, but just because I know what happens, and it's like, okay, so we're just gonna continue. And then, yeah, the only reason I do want to read Midnight Sun is because, like I said, I'm an Edward girl. I am an Edward girl to my core, always have been, always will be. So I would love to know what his thoughts were when he met Bella, because I know there was a lot that was going through his head, because he was telling her a lot that was going through his head, but it was like, you didn't know, because it was only Bella's POV. Speaking of POV, I am loving. I will show you when I get the book, like, how much I have really enjoyed. And I'm not going to spoil anything, because it is something that, like, I never, like, saw. But, like, I understand everything now. So, yeah. It's so fun. And, like, I'm reading, I'm remembering everything that happened. And I'm going to be really honest. Everything in the movies was the important parts of the books, and that's what should have been the books themselves. No, of just Breaking Dawn, in my opinion. It's just so long for, honestly, in my opinion, no reason. Like, I don't need to know
every little thing. Like, you're repeating and repeating and repeating and repeating. And it's just like kind of irritating. But that's just because I've been reading. I feel like it's just because I've been reading all these books back to back to back to back. And so it's like, okay, like I know, I understand. So just get to the point of what you need to do, kind of thing. But you know, we'll get there when we get there, kind of thing. Yeah. So that's that. That's literally it. Yeah. I will keep you updated when everything kind of goes down, I guess you could say. All right, so I officially finished Breaking Dawn, and literally, I think 2 chapters later, everything just, and it was like really good. So I take back everything I said. It's good. I mean, it's been good the whole time. It just felt very dragging at some parts. That's just my personal opinion, but still loved it, and it was perfect. So now I'm very excited because I'm going to start Midnight Sun, and the only thing in my head right now is Midnight Sun by Zara Larson. That's the only thing in my head right now. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that, and then just kind of, I'll keep you updated. Hope, maybe, hey, we might be crazy and get a good amount done today of this book, because I have about 2 hours before I have to go see, to go babysit my niece. So I will keep you updated. Can't wait to get my books, because I got them because I'm like, okay, they're gonna be like my trophy, because I read all of them. I'm determined. We have about 4 days left of June, and so I'm like, 2 books. I can do this. I can do this. I can do it. So very excited, and yeah, we're gonna lock in and finish these next 2 books. Yeah, so I will see you when I see you next. All right, so major updates. I am going to not read Midnight Sun and The Short Second Life of Bree Tanner, just because I have been enjoying the series, but I don't want to, like, I don't want to burn myself out or make myself kind of just like dread reading it. So I'm gonna wait until I can kind of just like, I just need to take a break from reading it, because it's a thick boy, and I don't know why I didn't think it was a thick one. I knew it was, but then I don't know. On a complete other note, I got my the book series that I ordered, the Twilight series that I ordered. So I was like, it's only fitting if I unbox it with you guys. Ah! I got the white version. And so, oh, okay. So we're going to unbox them and look at them, because, oh, they're beautiful. They are beautiful. I'm going to show you which part of the book I really enjoyed. Okay, this like chunk of the book, it was a complete, okay, this is the only spoiler, this is a different POV, and I enjoyed it so much. That was probably my favorite part of the book. If you know, you know. So, and what am I doing? Let me show you all of them, because we're gonna do this together. And then we have New Moon. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. And then Eclipse. Oh, and like, this is like matte, and then these are like glossy. And then we have Breaking Dawn. Oh, it's so pretty. And then, okay, Midnight Sun, and it's a thick boy. I don't know why in my head, I knew it, but I was like, oh, not that bad. And then we have the short, the Short Second Life of Bree Tanner, which is a cutie little book. It's a cutie, okay? I just right now, I think I need to take a break from Twilight. But you know, I had so much fun nonetheless. So yeah. All right. Well, that was the entirety of my Twilight reading experience, and I've had so much fun. So now I'm gonna go and watch all of the movies because they're gonna be off of HBO Max like in 3 days. So I'm like, I'm gonna watch them all, and then yeah, we're just it was so fun, and I'm so glad I did it because that's something I have wanted to do since I was like 10. But then they felt very intimidating when I was that age. And right now I feel like this is the most intimidating one, and it's like, it's bigger than Breaking Dawn. So I'm a little worried about that, if I'm being completely honest. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If there's any like specific books that you want me to read, comment them down below. And you know, I am so down to do any type of reading vlog you guys want to see. This was so much fun. I had literally the best time. Like, I was just vibing and reading whenever I wanted. Like, it was so much fun. So yeah, thank you so much, and I hope to see you in my next video.